Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is Monday, March 10th, and I'm going to be talking about Beyond the Gates. I just finished a few minutes ago. My energy might be a little low. I think I'm having trouble getting used to the daylight savings time. Um, it always sucks. But it seems like by the time you get used to the switch, then it's time to switch again. So here we are. But I enjoyed today's episode. Sorry. But I enjoyed today's episode pretty much. Yeah, for the most part. I might have things out of order because my notes are all over the place. I kept forgetting that I was supposed to be taking notes. I was just watching the show. I was like, oh shit, I need to write this down. One thing I really enjoy that the Gates is doing right is I find myself when I'm supposed to be taking notes, I'm talking to the TV. I'm trying to adjust my shirt. Get that right. I find myself like yelling at the TV and talking to the TV, and that's like a hallmark of soap opera watching. You have to be able to yell at the characters and fuss at them. And I kept finding myself doing that. I was like, oh, I like this. And it feels good and not. Now, it can feel good, but it can also feel like negative. I don't know if I'm making sense. Comment below if you guys can relate. All right, so we have Jacob arresting Danny. Naomi is losing her shit. Pretty much the whole episode, she's taking it out on Jacob. I feel bad for Jacob. She said, you could have warned me. I feel like he did warn you, Naomi. You just wasn't reading between the lines. He called you and told you, no matter what happens next, please know I'm your husband first. I love you. Like, he might as well have, like, at you, girl. Like, she didn't pick up on it. And I get her frustration. That's her mom. But he seems like a really good man, too. So I hope she's not throwing that away over, him doing his job. And you want, like, we need cops with morals and values. If you get rid of all the good cops, then you're left with everything else, what was it? Oh, at the end of the episode, she gives him that blanket. I was like, girl, just little ass blanket. He can't get a pillow. He can't get no sheets. Like, that sleeping on the couch shit is a good way to lose your man. And I don't know enough yet to see who would be the one sniffing up behind him. But best believe there is always a woman in the waiting. He seems like a good man. That's the thing. So I hope Naomi can kind of come to grips with it and forgive him. Not that he necessarily needs forgiving. Now John just talking. Are we all over the place? Let's see. We have everyone at the police station. Vernon and Anita are trying to keep Martin calm because he looked like he about to lose his shit, trying to stare down Bill. Which I kind of like somebody getting in Bill's face. I just wish it would have been somebody that was actually like threatening to Bill, because Bill kind of took that as a joke, so I kind of had to take it as a joke. Favorite part of the episode was definitely when Danny was getting her mugshots taken, and it was supposed to be, oh, this is funny. So my daughter and I are watching the show, and Danny's getting her mugshots taken, and the music is playing, and it's more like a party kind of club song. And my daughter, this is the first time she's been critical of the music in the show. Normally, she only says positive things, but she was like, "This song doesn't match up." And then, like 2 seconds after that, we see Danny. Like, that was my impression of the bottle, turning the whole thing into a photo shoot. That was funny. We both laughed out loud, so I appreciate that moment. It's nice when the soaps can make you laugh. And then we remember, like, the soap operas are a blend of, even though it's a genre in itself, it's a blend of every genre. Everything, people are critical of soap operas so often, but we'll watch science fiction, we'll watch thriller, primetime television programming, and it's like, little do they know, all of those shows pull from soap operas. All of those little pieces are from what soap operas are and have been for decades. So you're welcome. All right, we have Leslie and Naomi. I was yelling at the TV. Naomi was talking to Leslie, aka Sherry. I forgot to put that name. Let me write down Sherry so I don't forget. Aka Sherry. And I was like, Naomi, you should wonder why she asked for you. And then Naomi was like, you asked for me. So I was like, yes, this is the good rapport that I want, like with the soap opera, even with just me yelling at the TV. It's almost like they're talking back, like they hear me and responding, which I know that they aren't, but that's the very good writing to anticipate the frustration that the viewer is going to have and then play into it. It makes it more of an experience than just like sitting in front of the show watching it. So kudos to the writers. You guys are doing great. I can't say it enough. So my daughter and I was talking about Leslie and how she was a bad actress, and so what we ended up agreeing was that maybe Leslie's not the actress that's playing Leslie isn't a bad actress. Maybe the character of Leslie playing Sherry is a bad actress, because it was a little cringy, but it served its purpose. I did think that Leslie was gonna pull Nicole over there, Naomi over, not Naomi. I keep mixing up their names. I think I just called her the wrong name. I'm sorry. Naomi is the daughter that's mad at Jacob. Naomi is the daughter. What am I trying to say? Nicole, thank you. Yeah, I'm so old. Nicole is a therapist. Yeah, I think I started off right and I mixed it up somewhere along the way. I'm sorry. Y'all forgive me. I'm glad I caught myself. But if I do that and it's annoying, you can critique me in the comments. I understand. I want to get the characters right, and I'm not above reproach. So sorry about that. Right, let's see. Yeah, I have Naomi was a good therapist talking her down. That was not Naomi. That was Nicole. But I think she was a decent therapist. This is one critique I will offer with the show. I think it was highly unrealistic that there were no security guards. We heard the staff talking about the head nurse, I can never remember her name, talking to Ted at some point, saying that they are following protocol. What is the protocol? Like, just to let that happen without like any backup? Because I'm pretty sure in real life the police would have been waiting. Like, I'm not saying someone that is suicidal deserves to be arrested, but that's what happens. Whether they take them to a jail or a hospital, but there is like a formal procedure for that, even with people struggling with mental health. So I guess Jacob was busy, but I feel like maybe that would have been a good opportunity to, have her at least taken to the police station. Well, I can see why they wouldn't do that, because then they would have to find out who she really is. So I guess they just want us to suspend disbelief for a bit. So I'll do that. I'll take everything back that I said. I'll just go along with it. I do like seeing Nicole doing her job. I like seeing her be the therapist for someone outside of her family. We see Ted eavesdropping, and that's when we know, okay, there's more. Ted is not just innocent in all of this. And then later, we found out between the conversation between Ted and Leslie, who he recognizes, that he had an affair. Up until this point, I was thinking that Ted was in a relationship with Leslie. He met Nicole, chose Nicole, and that was that. Not saying that it was right, but that it was not as messy as it apparently was. He called it an affair. So that makes me a little. I'm not on Leslie's side because she's a little too crazy, but I kind of understand more where she's coming from. But and this is something my daughter said. He didn't know it. She said he didn't know about that she was pregnant. I think that's a fair assumption, and maybe that'll be the bit that comes out later. Besides Leslie running Laura off the road, I think that, and knowing that Ted never knew about Eva, will make Eva ultimately choose a side of Ted and Nicole versus her mom, if that is her mom. We don't know. Leslie crazy as hell. She could be lying about everything. Eva could be Nicole and Ted's lost long baby that they thought they miscarried, and Leslie was at the hospital and stole, for all we know. Because that's happened in real life. So you don't know. I wonder how much he paid her. What is the price to make someone go away forever? Apparently it wasn't enough. We see Doug gambling. His friend trying to stop him. Tell him he don't want to do this. He's still looking out for him. Ryan Collins is going to fuck him up. But Doug didn't listen. And he think he won. I was looking at the other poker players' faces in the background. I was like, I think they might have let you win. Because, they want to let you win to feel like you are winning so that you will gamble more money to keep pulling you back in. Doug, he already owe enough. He's gonna have to let somebody die on that table. He's going to lose whatever bit of his conscience he has left. It's going to be sad. It's sad to see it happening in slow motion, because I do believe it's an addiction and he needs help. But you gotta want to get the help and be receptive to it. And I don't even know how that would work between him and Vanessa. She could just leave him. I'm not saying she would be wrong, but she's also like doing a lot on her own. So I don't know. Maybe they should just divorce. I feel sorry for their kids, but they're in college, so they should be able to handle it. The note I have is Ashley, poor Derek, Andre. Ugh. So I'm gonna read in between those lines. We see, I forgot the name of the bar, but we see Eva there. She's flirting with Andre a little bit. Andre's flirting back with her. Andre was good at reading her, like picking apart her character. I can't remember exactly what he said verbatim, but good job. You can tell he's got experience reading women, for what that's worth. I was glad it didn't go any further. I was afraid that that's where that was headed. I didn't like seeing Andre looking longingly at Ashley. I just feel poor Derek, because we all know where this is headed. Andre was watching them kiss. That was nasty. I already talked about the Danny photo shoot. We have Martin and Smitty. They're at the police station with everybody. Smitty's looking out for their family, I feel like, warning them about reporters. But Martin and his temper, I don't know how he got Smitty to start with. Like, well, yes, I do. I've dated a abusive narcissist before. They're very good at pretending like they aren't abusive narcissists. But after, give people enough time, they'll show you who they are. Talks about Naomi giving Jacob that little ass blanket. We see Danny at the end. We see Haley find out what's happening. And how do I say this? Let's see. So funny enough, like in the first couple of episodes, the first week of episodes where we see that Danny goes to get her gun, she shoots up the wedding or whatever. I might have said this in my video, but I had the feeling that the reason that Danny was gonna get away with it, so to speak, was gonna be because of Haley. Haley was gonna be like the hero and like say she didn't want this to go any further. But it didn't play out that way then. So I was like, okay. And that's exactly how it played out. They just stretched it out a little longer than I thought it was gonna be. As soon as Haley came in, I was like, oh, this is what I knew was gonna happen. I knew this was gonna happen. I have a hard time being right silently. I've told you guys before, if this is your first time watching me, I'm a Leo. That's my zodiac sign. If you want to know about me as a person, Google characteristics of a Leo. And it's like, yes, all of the above. I'm also a middle child, so it's like, I don't know why, but I really do enjoy being right. And if I am right, everyone will know, because I will tell you about it. So I was right about Haley. But I think a lot of people, I'm not saying I'm the only one, I'm sure a lot of people, we saw that kind of coming. You've been watching soap operas for a while. You can see the story, the story they're weaving as they, get it to it. But I'm okay with that as long as it makes sense. I applaud Haley. She did the right thing. Bill, being Bill. But Haley does need to understand, Bill is obsessed with Danny. But not, like, we see at the end that Danny's like, oh, Bill still loves me. This is a game he wants to play with me. Like they're fucking courting or something. Girl, Danny, you was just strutting yesterday. You was strutting and you got arrested. And now you think Bill still wants you, so he done pulled you back in. No, Danny, go to Paris. Please. Go to Paris. Find you a man. It didn't even got to be about a man. I just want her to do something other than be obsessed with Bill. Because I liked thinking that part of the story was over for her. I'm even okay if Haley were to hold that over Danny's head. I would rather that than Danny still be obsessed with Bill, because Bill is obsessed with her, but not in the way that she thinks. He does not still want her. He just doesn't want her to move on. Ladies, we've been there. Sorry. That was a very personal. But we've been there. It takes you forever to get over a guy, and then you finally get over him, and like he don't know how to fucking act. That's what this is. He just wants Danny to still be obsessed with him. It's not about him wanting to be with her. So I hope that maybe she can talk to Nicole. Nicole can be therapist, and she can save herself the grief, because she's just going to find herself in more trouble, more hurt, and she's regressing. You don't let him pull you back in, Danny. Please, for all of the bitter, jaded women who've been done wrong by these men, run, girl. Set a better example for us. I need you to stay strong so I can stay strong. I'm kidding, maybe. Yeah, I'm 15 minutes, so that's a little shorter than normal, but I think I covered everything. I'm gonna just look at my list one more time. I think so. Yeah, so I think it was a good episode. A good episode for a Monday. Start off the week kind of slow. Pull you back into the story of what's going on. I'm interested to see what happens tomorrow. I don't know if I saw the preview or not. I'll probably go look on YouTube and see. Excuse me. Sorry. It's daylight savings time, guys. And I got so much going on. But great episode. Thank you for anybody who's watching. I know at this point in my videos, the analytics say nobody's watching, so it's really just me and my teary, tired eyes. I look so old. Anyway, I'm going to, it's 7:24 my time, so I'll probably make dinner for the kids, and by the time it'll be 8, I'll check out General Hospital on Hulu and take my notes and upload that, and get ready for tomorrow. Big day tomorrow. Positive energy, please. Maybe I'll have some good news to share with you guys in the future. Alright, I was trying to think of what to say. I know what to say. Live long and prosper.